Hey folks, Dee Dee here today for Amazing Crafting Products, and I'm going to be going over how I prepped a keyhole for a mold. I'm using Amazing Mold Rubber, which is a two-part compound. You can see it's in this little pink box here, and it comes in two parts, A and B. It's a 10-to-1 ratio. And I've got my keyhole here, but it does have holes in it. And it's actually kind of like a knob or something. But I'm using masking tape to seal off the holes. Otherwise, because mold rubber is a liquid, it will seep through and then it will connect with the rest of the mold, and I won't have an actual mold. I'll just have a piece covered in mold rubber. So I have covered up the holes in masking tape, and now I have found a piece of plastic that is suitable as far as size goes to hold my piece so that mold rubber can get all the way around it, and you could see me comparing the keyhole to the size of the plastic. Then I cut a hole in it because the keyhole was a knob. I need that screwed that threaded piece to go somewhere, and now I'm just putting some masking tape around the edges of the part that I cut, and I'm going to secure the keyhole down with hot glue, and that's going to create a bonded surface between the two so that the mold rubber doesn't seep out. It'll also hold it in place, otherwise it will float to the top. And right now I've got the keyhole sitting on an old, the keyhole mold is getting ready to be molded, sitting on an old jar of coffee because it's got that big threaded piece in it. So the threaded piece is down into the coffee ring. Now I'm measuring out my amazing mold rubber. It's a 10-to-1 ratio, so it's 10 parts of A with 1 part of B, which is the catalyst or the hardener. And I'm just measuring on my scale, because if I use 10 ounces of A, then I need 1 ounce of B. Or if I'm getting more like about 88 ounces of A, so then I need 8.8 or close to 9 ounces of B. Okay, and so this is just helping me do that. And I know for sure that I'll need two, about 90 ounces, and maybe a third one. So at this point, I've just filled two at the same time, and I'm just mixing them, and then I'm going to pour them in. But when you mix it, the consistencies are very different. So it's going to take a little bit to work in the really liquid portion into the thicker rubber, but just stick with it, and eventually you'll be able to stir it really, really fast and get it going. So you can see I've poured the first batch on. Here's my second batch. And the nice thing about the mold rubber is it's pretty much self-leveling. And I can see there that my keyhole is peeping out just a tiny bit. It's not actually through the surface, but I still want a nice even surface. So I'm mixing in a third batch of about 90 or 100 ounces there. Oh, I say ounces. I'm so sorry, but it's 1 ounce. It's 0.9 ounces. Anyways, mixing up that batch there, and then dumping in. It was about four tablespoons is what it came to at a time. 4 tablespoons in each batch. Now I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and put some things away and make sure I save as much mold rubber as I can. And I've always got baby wipes on hand because they really pick stuff up. Other things to have on hand are alcohol wipes. They're really great when you're doing the resin portion. And now you can see that my mold has cured, and I'm just popping that baby out, and you just wiggle the container back and forth, guys, and that mold rubber is going to release on its own. And you can see there, I tried really hard to make sure that no mold rubber seeped through, and we actually did pretty good, but I still have to clear away a little bit of flash here. And that's just somewhere it seeped under a little bit, but I still have a really nice mold. And you can see that in this picture right here. How my mold turned out, and this is actually a cast piece. All right, so that's how I prepped an object with a hole in it, and I hope that you'll get a little more creative when it comes to molding some things that you have lying around. Thanks for joining me today for Amazing Crafting Products, and I hope that you'll subscribe. Thank you so much.